Hi, in this video I talk about suicide and other matters that should be taken seriously. For anyone out there that might be struggling with suicidal thoughts or suicidal actions, crisis resources along with the suicide hotline will be linked in the description. Have a nice one. I just want to give context very quickly. Whenever you see my mug with this red hair, it's being recorded on September 3rd. Context. Hi, welcome to this video, which is going to be part one of a two-parter. Basically, this video was so long, around 50 minutes, once I finished cutting it down. And it sort of, it shifts tone somewhere in the middle for some reason. That it's sort of obvious that it shifts tones. So I decided to cut it in half and do a two-parter, which would be easier to watch and just spread it out and easier to get the tone difference. So yeah, this is part one. Enjoy. Hello everybody! Welcome to the PKJoey Rant Special Edition. Special Edition? What is the Special Edition? So basically what it means to be watching the Special Edition means that I recorded two different versions of this video. And if you're watching the Special Edition, it means that the original video was planned to be done with Fully Baked. And I killed his ass in cold blood in a fucking satanic ritual to give PKJoey 9000 _ voltage every single disease starting with the letter H. So yeah, welcome to the special edition, guys. Okay, so you gotta bear with me for this one. The drama has been unfolding, and this drama has been unfolding for like for over 2 weeks now, and it all starts in a really stupid fucking way. So it starts right here in Fully Baked's castle, and for whatever reason, I'm not entirely sure, PKJoey was in this castle or trying to get entry to it, and he fell down in this trap right here, because the door was originally here, and he fell down into this trap, which was set by Fully Baked to stop people from coming in his house. So already Joey just broke a rule of the world to go in someone else's house. And he died multiple times via this trap and via Fully Baked trying to get him out of his house. But he came down here, and then he came down here with water to go and get his stuff back. So he went this exact way, but then Fully Baked blocked his way out, so he could not get back up. So we're going to walk through this from Joey's perspective here. He was here, he fell all the way down here, but got down here with water, and then he climbed his way out and found this cave system. And then he wandered through this cave system, and you're honestly going to see some crazy fucking maneuvers here. He wandered through this cave system, trying to find a way to get out. Can you get out of this cave system? Yes, very easily with, what's it? There are entrances to this cave that he could easily got out of, could have gotten out of. He then got, so keep in mind, he fell down here, he came all the way through this cave, got to here, saw these things, and saw these torches, and then he went up this ladder. Now, when I asked Joey, and he eventually breaks into my house, we're gonna watch this. Now, when I asked Joey what he was doing, he originally told me that he thought that it was Fully Baked's house.
To be frank, I didn't even know I was in your house. I thought I was like somewhere in like Baked's house still.
Then he told me that he thought it was a stronghold. Then he said that he didn't know where he was.
But I didn't actually get that much better until you killed me. Until you killed me because I didn't even know where I was, and I tried to get out of the cave.
So he went all this way, either thinking that this was a stronghold, thinking that this was Fully Baked's house, or thinking that this was like randomly generated and that he had no idea where he was, which we're about to disprove. So he got to here, had to break through this trap door, which again takes its own amount of time for him to realize where he is. You can't go up this ladder. Without the trap door here, you cannot go up this ladder. You need to turn around, look at this room, which he's seen before because he came in here to enchant his stuff. He knows what this room looks like, and there's no denying that he doesn't. Right here is where he's lying. He knew where he was because of this room. Because you can't backwards jump this. You turn around, jump up here, and he knows where he is. He then did not place it back, jumped up here, and got to here, which is where I killed him because he was in my house. And he never placed the trapdoor back. He said that he was going to place the trapdoor back in a lot of places. He had a lot of opportunities to, and he clearly knew where he was. After that, I let him come over here and get all of his stuff back up. Okay, so then after that, me and Fully Baked, we were standing out here, throwing him his stuff back and everything like that. He was mad at this point. You know, despite all the times that Fully Baked killed him, he was mad at me over the one time I killed him and gave all of his stuff back. He was more mad at me for some reason. For some reason, when it's with Fully Baked, it was all fun and games. But when I killed him, oh, that was just too far. And gave him his stuff back, oh yeah, that was just too far. So then, after that, he comes out and he hits me with a diamond sword. Me and Fully Baked rush him and he dies. And we kill him. Then he keeps coming out, all the while screaming. We kill him 4 or 5 times, all of which I have this part on footage. This part is recorded. And he is so loud and throwing such a fucking tantrum that his dad comes into the room, because it was 11 o'clock at night my time. His dad comes into the room and he has to tell him to get off the Discord call because he is just throwing such a big tantrum. PKJoey was so upset, he told us over the mic he had to leave the Discord call and he had to leave Discord. He started telling us over the Minecraft chat that he's been having suicidal thoughts and that his parents are harassing him when he doesn't babysit his little brother, and that when he went to a professional, the professional misdiagnosed him with schizophrenia and autism, or autism and schizophrenia. Let's see here. What is schizophrenia?
Here's the definition of schizophrenia. A long-term mental disorder of a type involving a breakdown in the relation between thought, emotion, and behavior, leading to faulty perception, inappropriate actions and feelings, withdrawal from reality and personal relationships into fantasy and delusion, and a sense of mental fragmentation.
Man, that doesn't sound like Joey at all. You just described random people to me. Doesn't sound like Joey one bit. What is autism?
Here's the definition of autism. A developmental disorder of variable severity that is characterized by difficulty in social interaction and communication and by restricted or repetitive patterns of thought and behavior.
Doesn't sound like Joey to me at all. It's not like this is a repetitive pattern of him being fucking stupid or anything. So, by that point, we were very suspicious. The suicidal thoughts thing, I was genuinely worried. Fully Baked was laughing. I was worried. I tried to call him over Discord. He couldn't answer. I tried to type to him over Discord. He couldn't type in Discord, even though he could type in the Minecraft chat. I can't send someone's paragraphs to talk them down in Minecraft. This is as fast as I can typing one letter, but I couldn't from where I was. But after he said that he was misdiagnosed and that he was getting harassed by his parents, that's when me and Fully Baked were kind of suspicious, and we started to not believe him, but just think that he was mad and just like joking or something. So we just stopped caring at that point and we started memeing. I'm not gonna lie. Which we were right about, as we're gonna get into in a second. So then eventually this world ended. Joey had to leave and we stopped coming into this world. We built this and then we stopped coming into the world. So the next day, PKJoey sent me and Fully Baked the same sorry message and said that he wants to play Scribbly.io with us. When I got on the call, Joey said that he was going to record, and I helped him set up the recording because he didn't know how to set up OBS. And I showed him how to record using his computer. We were about 75% through our mid to late video when it got brought up what happened in Minecraft in the video. Because Joey was doing, because Joey was just losing at the game so miserably. None of us could understand his drawings, and I think it was Fully Baked who brought up the fact, this is exactly what happened in Minecraft with you getting mad. And he was like, can we please not talk about that? And I immediately got out of the call right then and there, because I knew that his apology was insincere. Because obviously if you apologize, you really shouldn't care about it as much as that. He should have honestly, if he saw that he made a genuine mistake, maybe he would have laughed at it or anything like that. But telling us to not talk about it because he knew that he did wrong and he just didn't want the public to know. So then after that, I exited the Scribbly.io video and I believe I hung up the call. So then me and PKJoey got in a call after that Scribbly.io video, and he told me in that video that the suicide thing, he's never had suicidal thoughts, and he only said that to test how good me and Fully Baked were friends to him. He wanted to test our friendship.
I admit that the suicide parts were a test. I didn't admit the story was a lie. I said, yeah, exactly. I said the suicide thoughts weren't real. I never said the story was false. Alright, but I fucking said it before that it was only the suicide that was false. If you take that out of context, what do you get? And that's all it was. Test. Alright, that's all it was. A test. I wanted to see your reaction to it. Yes, the suicide thoughts were a test. And I thought I made that clear, and I thought that wasn't an issue. And first of all, I thought I made that clear. My bad. My bad. My B. And I wanted to see that so as I can see, like, oh, what's gonna be your reaction? I wanted to see how good of a friend you would be at that moment. Oh my god. I just wanted to fucking see if you guys were actually moral human beings. That's all I fucking want to do with the test. First of all, that wasn't a joke. I don't joke like that. I like to make my jokes. I like to make my jokes appropriate, so I don't even call them a fucking joke.
Okay, so what about the suicide thing? That was just a joke then.
I know, it was just a joke.
Okay, so the suicide thing was just a joke then.
No, not.
If it's all connected, if it's all connected to this first bit, then it's all a bit to you. It doesn't change.
No. I do not consider suicide a joke. Don't even put that in my goddamn mouth. Alright, you hear me? Alright, you don't understand what I fucking go through. I've said this before. The only part that was actually fucking fake was the goddamn motherfucking...
Get it out, man.
The goddamn suicide test. Because I wanted to see how good of a person you guys would actually be. I meant no offense by that. I meant not to dig in your goddamn privacy. Alright, I'm sorry. We all have different opinions.
Hey,
we all have different thoughts.
Joey.
We're all different human beings.
Joey.
It's one of those things that is so fucked up that I don't even need to say what's wrong with it. It sort of just speaks for itself, So the moment he said that is when I started recording the call. And do I still have the recording of this call? Yes, technically. And it will be linked in the description. The only problem with it is I believe I had the proper mic unplugged, or I just didn't have it where I was recording my microphone, so you can only hear PKJoey. And the reason why I'm linking all of the video clips in the description is because later on, PKJoey will accuse me of taking things out of context, and I'm just going to link the context that I have in the description. So after he told me the suicidal thoughts thing, I told him that if he left the call, because he was getting pissy, I told him that if he left the call, I was going to make a video. Not that I was going to upload a video because he didn't even know that I was recording at the time and no prior video clip even existed. So I said if he left the call, I was going to make a video on him, like this video right here. And then that call ended with a resolution of me and him just don't talk to each other anymore. I then got into a call with Fully Baked. And I told him that I got his confession. Literally, the first thing I said was, I got his motherfucking confession. So he then went and got in a call with PKJoey, and what's called Fully Baked told PKJoey that I recorded the call after the Scribbly.io video. So Joey, being the absolute genius that he is, he decided to record the call between him and Fully Baked. After he was mad about me recording our call. Me and his call. So then after that call between PKJoey and Fully Baked called the Minecrafter group chat. Now according to Fully Baked, he did this in order to play Minecraft. That's all he wanted to do was play Minecraft, hoping that this whole thing would blow over. But PKJoey saw this and he thought that PKJoey saw this and thought that Fully Baked was trying to tell everyone in the Minecrafters group chat what happened. And everyone in the Minecrafter group chat being Riley, Silver, me, PKJoey, and Fully Baked. Just for context. So remember, this was PKJoey, then started a group call between me, Fully Baked, and himself. And literally the first thing that he said was, Bubba, what the fuck? Because he knew that I recorded the call. And that call did not end with a resolution. It went on maybe for 40 minutes or so and never got a resolution. Reason being, Joey left the call. It was late at night. He got mad or whatever. And you guys can actually see this in the homophobic Joey video that I uploaded. that end clip where he leaves the call is where that call ended. Where you can even see in the chat in that video, he said that he misclicked, which that's obviously bullshit and a lie. He did not misclick. He just voluntarily left. And you can see how it did not end well, or did not end with a resolution. So the next day, I did pressure him to get into a call so we can resolve it. I don't like unresolved beef laying around. That's just our unresolved drama laying around. That's just the way I am. So yeah, I pressured him to get into a call the next day. Again, he had to leave. The next day, however, the third day of Christmas, we came to a resolution because I was just tired at this point, and I told him that, listen, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to apologize to you for recording the call. You're going to apologize to me and Fully Baked for the suicidal thoughts thing, and then you're going to again you're going to apologize to Fully Baked for recording the call. He did. The drama was ended on the terms that he wouldn't contact me, I wouldn't contact him, but I would still talk about him if I wanted to. I would never censor myself to not talk about someone. And that's what the resolution was for a while. But then we decided that, we were wondering about how we were going to continue the Minecraft series that PKJoey was a part of. And we decided that we weren't. We're just going to start a new one because we felt icky about the world as well. And we decided to start this world that I'm showing you guys right now. And the first episode of which I titled "Because PKJoey ruined the other one," meaning the other world or the other series. Pick one. It honestly doesn't matter. After that video went live, Joey contacted me on Twitter. Again, he contacted me, even though we agreed not to contact each other, saying that, oh, you shouldn't have done this. We agreed that you wouldn't do this. This isn't even true. I did not ruin the world. It was Fully Baked that ruined the world because he's the one that made the trap. Just a bunch of bullshit. And honestly, there was so much back and forth on Twitter that it's honestly just so hard to say what happens. Because I made a lot of Twitter videos. Joey made a lot of replies to those Twitter videos. I'm gonna throw up a few highlights here. It's hard to pick out it's hard to pick out key points just because of how unorganized responding to random Twitter videos that I made were. And again, the whole Twitter drama is just gone everywhere. And he started saying that I ignoring him just because I couldn't respond to anything. Joey, am I ignoring you or harassing you? It cannot be both. But in the DMs, he said that he was going to sue me and call the police if I made a video, like this video right now. He said that he was going to sue me and call the police if I did make the video. And he also said this in the original calls as well.
Exactly. No.
Just, upload that video, I'll get my lawyer on your ass.
Oh, your
Fuck
lawyer?
off.
Your lawyer? I doubt you can afford one.
So, again, as I said, it's hard to pick out key points for this one. But something of significance that does happen in this Twitter call is he goes down a checklist of blackmail, harassment, and recording the call of things, and those are the things that he is apparently going to try and sue me for, is her blackmail, harassment, and recording the call. By the way, Joey, if you're watching, we both know that you don't have a lawyer, okay? And we both know that you don't have a case. If you want to convince me that you have a lawyer, do this. Give me his number, or give me his way to contact him, email anything, and I'll have a talk with the lawyer. Because, if you're going to sue me, I'm going to have a talk with him anyway. So there's literally no reason to keep that information private. That, and tell me what law firm he works for, and his name. Just tell me those informations to prove that you have a lawyer, okay? There should be no reason that you should not be able to do that. Because, and I'm going to get into the actual accusations in a second, you also don't have a job. You're 15, 16, and unemployed. You can't afford a court case or to sue someone. I doubt your dad's going to do it for you, okay? Over some drama on the internet. Over some YouTube drama. But if we go down the actual list of accusations. Blackmail, I told you guys, and I'm going to leave it up for your interpretation of if it was blackmail. Harassment thing. As I showed you guys already, almost every single time Joey has reached out to me. Matter of fact, in these Twitter DMs, I told him to leave me alone and follow the agreement that we made of him not contacting me. I told him to leave me alone twice. Okay, keep that in mind, that I told him to fuck off twice and he didn't. So keeping in mind what I've told you so far, of he called me originally, is that he made the group call that never got a resolution. I reached out to him twice the 2 days afterwards to get another call, and then he contacted me this time. And and then he was the one that started contacting me this time, and I told him to fuck off. I did not harass him in this situation at all. And I'm not going to say that he harassed me, but I have more of a case for saying that he harassed me than me harassing him. But I'm not going to sue anybody because that's a cuck move. Recording the call. Now, this one is honestly a bit more complicated, because there is a federal law where it's called the One-Party Consent Act. Or no, the One-Party Consent Law. Sorry, it's not an act. It's called the One-Party Consent Law. Meaning that if you're having a conversation with somebody, whether that be in real life or a phone call, you are allowed to record that as long as you are an active participant of the conversation. Meaning you can't record it like if you're eavesdropping or something like that. But you can record it if you're an active member of the conversation. And that is the law in every state but 11. Now, wouldn't you know it, Joey lives in one of these 11 states that have something called the Two-Party Consent Act. Or no, it's Two-Party Consent Law. Meaning that everyone in the call or everyone in the conversation, which means both sides of the conversation or everyone in the conversation, needs to consent. Now, it's very funny when you take into account that that PKJoey recorded Fully Baked's call after the call that I had with him, which, my thing's disputable. That's absolutely illegal because he recorded it in the state where it is illegal to do that. I recorded it in a state where it's One-Party Consent Act or One-Party Consent Law. Now, if this were to actually go to court, what do I think would have happened? Considering that it's a federal law and it's the majority or it's the minority of states that have the two-party consent, I think honestly nothing would come of it, especially since Illinois had a 2014 case where the defendant wiretapped a conversation. They spied and eavesdropped on a conversation and then made the content of that conversation public. And that defendant was not able to be criminally prosecuted because the Illinois Supreme Court said that it went against the defendant's First Amendment right to freedom of speech to tell him to not talk about what he recorded in that conversation. Now, so with that shows precedent of Illinois just not caring about party consent. Like the defendant wasn't even a part of the conversation. They literally eavesdropped. Now, since I pointed that out to Joey, he's then been saying the Wiretap Act.
According to lawyers.com, the Wiretap Act, codified by 18 U.S. Code Section 2511, is a federal law aimed at protecting privacy and communications with other persons.
Now, what this means, though, because, it's cool to point to it at first, but it's a protection against wiretaps. I didn't wiretap anyone, or, it broader, like spying on someone or eavesdropping on someone. I didn't eavesdrop on Joey. I was an active member of the party. I was an active member of the conversation, making it falling under the one-party consent law. So, no, it's not illegal at all. Is it a shitty thing to do? Kind of. Do I care about Joey's privacy after what he's done? Absolutely not. Now, could Joey get in trouble for recording Fully Baked's call? Absolutely, because he did it in a state that has the one-party consent or the two-party consent law, and Fully Baked did not know that he was being. So everything that was being said on Twitter showed me that Joey was so unapologetic. He even took back his apology at one point because apparently me recording him was just so shitty that he had to take back his apology. I decided to upload the video that I had, the teaser, that I call it the teaser, where it was, what you guys now know is the PKJoey's homophobic video, which was a call from the first call that we had on the first day, where he made like a homophobic remark and then said that I would go to hell. Now, this video literally has question marks in the title. I did not say definitely that he was homophobic. I didn't say that definitely, like, in the video that he was homophobic. I wanted to leave it up for interpretation by leaving question marks in the video. What does interpretation say? A lot of people seem to agree that it was a homophobic remark. Now, Joey has since come out with quote-unquote proof that he's not homophobic. But my thing is like, this was made in joke videos. When Joey was at his raw emotion and we were seeing his raw self and he was mad and stuff, and he said that multiple times that he was upset, that's when you speak true emotions, though. That's when what you're actually thinking comes out. And that's what he said in that state. So, if you ask my personal opinion, I would say that, yeah, Joey, deep down, is homophobic and does care about people being gay. But again, I will leave it up for interpretation, as I always did. Joey said that I went around and stating it as fact, and he also said that this video is out of context. Completely untrue. Again, I will be in the description will be the link to the call, the full, I believe, 8-9 minute video that I have of that call, so you guys can watch it in the entirety.
What's the point of learning this shit? Oh, I know what it is. It's so that way we can control our kids and turn them the other way around. And guess what? That will backfire. If we teach everybody to roll the other way and go fuck each other's sex, like, let's say, like, just teach males to fuck another male, or teach a female to fuck another female, how are we gonna have kids?
Now, when me and Joey were talking, and he said that he wanted to resolve it, we were honestly slowly resolving it on the Twitter DMs. You know, it was really slowly. I had to walk him step by step, and we didn't even leave the Minecraft part of what was happening until he had to go. He's been on Twitter all day at that point, but he said at that specific point that he had to leave, that he can't spend all day online, even though that he's been spending all day online already, just saying a bunch of random shit on Twitter. So he said that he had to go, so then he went, and that he said that he would call me that night, or that he would talk to me that night. Never heard from him again. I approached him multiple times, and he's just been ignoring me. Now, I did upload the video at that point, and he did not see it. He did not see that video originally when we were working out. But then he did see the homophobic video that I uploaded, and he was like, oh, what the fuck? You lost your chance. I will see you in court over this. And I was like, that's not the video. That's just the teaser. I was like, the teaser? So then he didn't want a resolution anymore. And I just want to point out now, in terms of actual videos, not titles, he name-dropped me and tried to go after me offensively first in a Mario Maker 2 stream. First, he, okay, I shouldn't say first. He dissed my podcast style.
I actually hate, like, YouTubers who, like, upload, like, who have, like, these streams that they're always advertising these videos. But then, they do the stream, and then they take down the video. Like, immediately after the stream's over. Like, they take down the replay of the stream, and they upload, like, highlights of it. Just keep the goddamn stream!
He did mention me by name by saying that he was disappointed in me. I don't care about his fucking disappointment. But saying that he was disappointed in me for titling that video after him.
Speaking of that clickbait thing, I didn't want to mention this, but I am really disappointed in Papa for just using my name in clickbait, and for something that isn't even true at all. I'm not going to get into the semantics of that, in that situation, but, it was honestly really, it honestly wasn't. Of course. I'm not going to comment anywhere further on that.
So, who name-dropped who in a video first? Joey did. Joey was on the offensive in that front. Since then, okay. And that was, I believe, either before or after I uploaded the homophobic video, Joey came out with this. Alright, I think that's a pretty good cutoff point for part 1. It's about halfway through the timeline, and you can really tell when the mood changes. Part 2 starts with me dissecting Joey's drama video and all the subtle jabs he makes at me. Again, sorry that needs to be a two-parter. It's just so long, and part 2 literally isn't even done yet at the time of recording this. But part 1 is. And yeah, part 2 will be out tomorrow. See you in the next one. What's good? It's actually September 3rd Bubba Chub, but like later in the day. I realized that I make a lot of remarks towards Fully Baked in this video, and I realized while like rewatching it that it seems somewhat hostile. And I just want to say that I didn't mean it. Me and Fully Baked are obviously still friends. Maybe I was mad at the time of the old recording, or like the prime recording, the main recording. But no, I'm not mad at Fully Baked, and I didn't mean to come off so hostile, but it sounded like it in the video. If you're watching, I love you, Fully Baked. Goodbye.